Tableturf Battle is awesome. I've been neglecting this new card game in Splatoon 3 due to just having so much to do otherwise that I missed a lot of fun time discovering this incredibly fun new game mode. For some reason, it's not particularly advertised by the game either, and it doesn't even have its menu shortcut to play it. Instead, you have to sneak into this shady back alley to find out how to play it and get into it, which certainly doesn't help with its popularity, but boy, I might get addicted to it. Now, I myself am still very new to Tableturf Battle, but I'd love to get into it more, and if you like this video and would love to see more Tableturf content from me, make sure to let me know in this video, but for now I'll try to introduce everyone to it as best as I can. Tableturf Battle is basically an in-universe card game for Splatoon where you play a card-based turf war, hence the name Tableturf. Each of your cards represent a weapon or a special or some existing feature of Splatoon to even Salmonids and our favorite idols, and they have their own strength levels and in-game shapes. Initially, the game almost looks like a weird form of Tetris, but as soon as you start, that impression fades away in no time and you realize it's quite literally a turf war on this block board where your goal is to fill the blank spots with your own colored blocks using your customizable card deck, and paint more of this virtual stage than your opponent through smart use of your block shapes and some advanced tricks and features the game teaches you. This is a simultaneous turn-based game, meaning both you and your opponents place your cards at the same time on the board, and in case your shapes conflict with each other, your card size comes into play as the cards with the smaller pattern will be played second and paint over the opponent's pieces in conflicted blocks. Special rules apply in case both of your cards have the same strength, as in that scenario every block secured by these cards will instead turn into neutral ones that I would call blockers, that take away space from both players, preventing placing your shapes next to them. The tricks I mentioned earlier range from the most basic idea of rushing to your opponent's side and block them from advancing, since you can only place your next cards adjacent to your own color, which is why those neutral blocks are so dangerous. Or you can outsmart your opponent by learning and exploiting the special block system of Tableturf Battle. Each of your cards also have a so-called special block, those glowy ones, that can give you special points if you manage to paint every single block around them, even the corners, in which case you're rewarded a point that can be spent on an aggressive move to attack your opponent's painted turf. Normally, you cannot paint over the other player's turf, but depending on the special points cost of a card, you can spend your newly earned points to place that card anywhere next to an existing special block of yours on the board, and this card will be able to paint over your opponent's turf too, giving you more space and advantage. This duel goes on through the course of 12 turns, inking as many blocks as you can, and the player who has the most turf by the end wins. It's a really fun little game mode that's way more addicting than I thought it would be, and I can't recommend everyone to try it out if you haven't yet. It has its own leveling system where you unlock multiple opponents that only get harder and harder, but you can also unlock cool rewards such as emotes for your character to use on the score screen of normal games. One of the greater charms of this minigame is also of course the fact that it's a collectible card game, meaning if you love being a completionist or collect items, in this case cards, it can be really fun acquiring all the rare cards, level them up, and create your own decks that you like to play with the most. Nintendo has also hinted at a future update too for Tableturf Battle, as currently you can only battle against the AI. But in the future, there will be PvP mode added and players will be able to battle against each other, and frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a ranked mode for it too. It's a really fun card game, and it would totally work. I would say that is pretty much it for the quick summary of what is Tableturf Battle, everyone. As I mentioned, I'm still very new to it, so if I missed something really important to the basic introduction of this card game, share it with the others, but do let me know if you'd like to see more videos and guides for Tableturf Battles, in which case, I'll do my best to get into it. Thank you so much for watching, I hope this made you want to try this awesome mode, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.